Hey folks, today we're going to talk about flexion of the neck, our cervical nod, our C curve. There's numerous names for that. But as a Pilates instructor with a Pilates studio, one of the biggest things I hear from folks when they're new to Pilates, maybe they are just starting out, is that when they do that flexion of the neck, it creates neck pain. It's uncomfortable for them and they don't want to do it for that reason. But the thing is, it's our job as instructors to give you the right information and the right cues so that it's not painful in your neck. If you think about your head is heavy, your neck is small. So this is a lot of weight. And I'm going to start off standing up here for a reason because gravity is going to work with me. So if I just tip my head forward, that is a lot of strain on my neck right now because it's supporting all the weight of my head. So if I were laying down doing this, yeah, that's going to hurt. That's not going to feel good. So what we need to figure out how to do is to weight our head over our thoracic, which is upper vertebrae here, upper part of the spine. So it goes cervical and then thoracic. So we want to weight our head forward so those cervical vertebrae, which are tiny, are not doing all the work, and that we can access our upper abdominals. So we're actually working in this region of the body, which maybe isn't obvious if we're just saying, lift your head up, tilt your head forward. You may miss the fact that we need to use these muscles. So we're going to practice this. So if I put my hands here and I think about pulling those muscles in as I bring my head forward, rounding my shoulders forward, I don't feel any tension in my neck, but I feel engagement here versus this where I feel nothing here, but I feel a lot in my neck. So pulling my head forward like I have an egg between my chin and my chest, rounding up, engaging those abdominals right at where my lower ribs are, right at that low section above the belly button. Then I feel that work without the support of my neck. So let's take that on down to the mat. And we'll put that into practice there. And I wore a hat today so you can kind of see the brim of my hat. I think that maybe helps you get a better visual since this is a smaller movement. So again, this, just tilting my neck forward, is a lot of strain because I'm just using my neck to hold me there. So that's not going to be comfortable. There's no way that that's going to be comfortable. But if I think about, I'm going to put my hands there just to tactily feel, engage the abdominals, weight my head forward. Not only do I lift up a little bit higher, I feel the work here. My head is supported over my body. My neck is relatively relaxed. I'm not really using my neck, but I'm feeling work here where I want to feel it. So then I come back down. So to begin that motion, the first thing I do before I even lift my head is tilt my chin towards my chest, that create that little egg shape there, then lift using these muscles. And that allows me to be in that C curve, that cervical nod, without having to pull on my neck, as opposed to hanging out here where my head's too far back and my neck is taking all the weight. So the weight comes over my body and my abs kick in to support that. So go ahead and give that a try and see if that helps you when you're doing any of those C curves or cervical nods. That it's going to give you the bang of working some upper abdominals, but it should take the pressure off of your neck because we really don't want to be taxing those small vertebrae and the small muscles in our neck when we can use our core. Our core should be working in all the things that we do in Pilates. Now, I do want to add a caveat. If you have osteoporosis or you have some fusions in your neck or maybe some rods or fusions in your upper spine, C curve, that cervical nod may not be for you. You may just need to not do that, and that's totally fine. I would say in my studio, probably 40% of my students do not do that cervical nod, that C curve, because I do have a little bit of an older population. So they have reasons not to do it. They still get a great workout. So if that's you, I don't want you to be forcing something when it can do more harm to your body. But if everything's healthy and it just feels achy when you're doing it, try engaging your abdominals to pull yourself forward, and I bet you'll have a lot more success there. Thanks for watching. Bye.